What is going on, my fellow navigators, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon News, where I, PokéNav, bring you all of the latest developments concerning the Pokemon TCG. Today's top stories are all about the new set coming out in November, Shocking Volt Tackle, aka Vivid Voltage. Guys, we've got a jam-packed news episode here for you. We've got so many new drops, it is hard to keep up with. We've got a bunch of new releases for individual cards. We've got all of the images for the booster packs, booster boxes, theme decks, elite trainer boxes, as well as new products that are going to be released in November. So sit back. This is going to be one news episode you are not going to want to miss. But before we get started, guys, you know what to do. Give me that double slap attack, one for that like button, one for that subscribe button, and if you want to be notified each and every time the Pokemon news drops, go ahead and thunder punch that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's top stories. So the first thing that we're going to jump into today, guys, is we're going to go through all of the new individual cards that have just been announced. So we'll jump on over here to the screen to our trusted source, as always, PokeBeach. And as you can see here, we've got the three original evolutions, Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. So we'll just run through each of these here. As you can see, we've got Flareon, awesome looking cards, beautiful. You know, you've got to love the original evolutions here. Flareon is coming in at 110 HP. Then you've got Vaporeon, the water version, also coming in at 110 HP. But then the big surprise, my boy Jolteon, my favorite of the original evolutions, is only coming in at an HP of 100. I don't know why they decided to go ahead and shortchange Jolteon and only give him, or her I guess, an HP of 100, and Flareon and Vaporeon got an HP of 110, but it looks like that's the way it is. So you guys can definitely look forward to this. I know a lot of collectors will be excited for this. The evolutions in general, but especially the original evolutions, are always a big hit. So you guys can definitely look forward to that in Shocking Volt Tackle, and I'm sure we will also get these in Vivid Voltage. So moving on to some of our other cards that have been announced, we've got Gallerian Meowth and Gallerian Perserker. So as you can see here, we've got the Gallerian Meowth with an HP of 70. And you can see he's riding his Viking ship there, probably sailing across one of the Nordic seas on his way to pillage some poor English town. And then his partner in crime, we've got the Gallerian Perserker. And what's really interesting is, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but so as you can see, it looks like it's got like a Viking vibe there. Well, the Perserker, I believe, is kind of a play on words. Back in the day, back in the Viking age, there was a term used for basically a Viking warrior who was basically the baddest of them all, and he was called a Berserker. So I believe that's where they came up with the name Perserker here, and he looks pretty bad. He looks bad to the bone, to be honest with you. So pretty cool there. We've got Gallerian Meowth, Gallerian Perserker. That Gallerian Perserker is coming in at a 120 HP, and it looks like they're metal and normal type, which is pretty interesting. And we've actually got some news about a metal energy card that is also dropping. But before we get to that, we've got a few more cards to get through here. We've got a Samurott and a Wash Water Energy. So here is that Samurott with an HP of 160. And over here on the side, you can go ahead and see some of its attack power. It looks like a pretty cool card here. I really like this Pokemon. Really interesting. Kind of similar to Zacian and Zamazenta in its design. But pretty cool there. I like the design of that one. And then the Wash Water Energy is pretty interesting. This will probably be a fairly playable card in the competitive scene. As you can see here, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides 1 water energy. Prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to the water Pokemon this card is attached to. So pretty nice, honestly, and I think, like I said, a lot of people will probably have this card in their deck because it does seem highly playable. And moving on here, the next couple cards that we've got are a Machamp and a Coating Metal Energy. And of course, this is for Shocking Volt Tackle, and more than likely we will also get these in Vivid Voltage. So as you can see here, Metal Pokemon will now get their own special energy in Shocking Volt Tackle. And this special energy, as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides metal energy. The metal Pokemon this card is attached to has no weakness. No weakness. Wow, that's pretty impressive. So there you can see that energy there. So, you know, really paying homage to those metal type Pokemon. And then also we've got that Machamp, but we already have caught glimpses of this one. It was revealed as an alternate art promo in English, and it will release in one of our Champions Pass special pin collections on October 2nd. So I'm thinking that we might be getting this in the pin collection, probably, well, obviously as a promo, but then we'll probably get it as a regular card in Vivid Voltage when that is released in November. And this is probably our biggest list right here for new cards, and this was just announced not too long ago. I'm recording this on a Friday, so this would have come out on a Thursday with this news. So let's just go ahead and run through some of these other cards here that have been announced for Shocking Volt Tackle, and again, we will probably get these in Vivid Voltage. We've got the Nincada, we've got a Ninjask, and then the final one here, we've got the Shedinja. And I don't know if you guys remember Shedinja. I remember them specifically. There was an episode of Pokemon, I believe it was in the 3rd generation, which would have been the Hoenn region, where I believe it was where Misty's Togepi finally evolved into a Togetic, and where it joined all of the other Togepis and Togetics in some kind of other realm, which was kind of a sad episode, to be honest with you. That was, for Misty to be able to give up her Togepi, that was a pretty big deal. It was already sad enough when we, lost Misty after Johto, but then for her to say goodbye to her Togepi, it was pretty sad. But that Shedinja, the bad guy in the episode, those were like his Pokemon of choice. So if you guys remember that was a long time ago. And then moving on down here, we've got a Whimsicott. So pretty cool there. Garbodor. For some reason, Garbodor always has to be in a set. To me, this is probably one of the, at least in my opinion, one of the worst Pokemon of all time. A lot of people say Muck is the most unoriginal, but I have to give that over to Garbodor. If you're a Pokemon trainer and you're building up your squad, and the best you can get on your team is a Garbodor, I feel sorry for you. I feel real sorry for you. And then the last one here, the booster box promo for the set will be an alternate art version of Orbital V. So we can just take a look at those here. It looks like 2 different versions here, just slightly different. And we're actually going to get to the VMAX version of Orbital, which is pretty cool. And then our last card here that has been announced is a Snorlax. And one of my favorite Pokemon. Obviously, I'm biased to Gen 1, but I've always loved Snorlax ever since Red and Blue, where Snorlax was blocking your path and you had to acquire the Pokeflute to get him to move. I've always loved Snorlax. And you gotta love his attack here, or his ability, Fatten Up. Yeah, Fatten Up. That, it's almost fall, and right around the corner is winter. And that's probably what most of us do during that time. So it's coming out at just the right time. Snorlax, you're coming out right around the holidays, right around Thanksgiving. So that's where I think most of us will be. We'll be joining you in that ability. All right, guys, so now that we've gone through all of the new individual cards that have been announced, we're going to get to probably my favorite announcement. It's a little bit old. It was announced about a week ago, so some of you are probably familiar with it, but we now have all of the images for the booster packs, booster boxes, theme decks, elite trainer boxes for Vivid Voltage. And I have to say, guys, they look awesome. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into these. So right at the top, you can see here, we've got the booster box. You got Zarude there at the top. You've got that Gigantamax Pikachu. And I believe Zarude is the new mythical Pokemon for this generation. Pretty interesting, you know, kind of looks like a rabid raccoon in my opinion. I felt like maybe he doesn't deserve the title of mythical Pokemon, but you guys can disagree with me. Yeah, and you can see here on the packs, we got that Gigantamax Pikachu, Celebi. Celebi is always a good choice, in my opinion. One of my favorite movies was actually the Pokemon Forever that Celebi was featured in, and ever since then, I've loved that Pokemon. And right here, this is one of my favorites, the Orbital V Max. And the reason being is he looks like a giant UFO. And you can see here, he's looks like Snorlax, actually. He's bringing Snorlax up into the confines of the mothership, and that just looks really, really cool. If I saw that thing, I would be terrified. I think I'd rather see an actual UFO than a VMAX Orbital. And moving on down here, we've got the theme decks. So really cool. You've got Dreadnought and Charizard here on the theme decks. And we can see those individually as well. And it looks like the promo card will be that Leon. We had talked about this last time, and it looks like the Leon's Charizard that we were talking about looks like that's going to be the promo card here for the theme deck. And the Dreadnought, I believe her name is Nessa, as we discovered last time. So we've got her Dreadnought as the promo card in there. Really cool. And then moving our way down to the blister packs, we've got the single blister packs. It looks like in this one you'll have Grookey as the promo. In this one, you've got the Score Bunny. And then in the 3-pack blisters, there's 2 different ones. You've got the Vaporeon promo in there. And then the other one is a Sobble. Poor Sobble. He's sobbing. Sobbing Sobble. So those are the 3-pack blisters. And then just as before, you can see the promo cards here for those blister packs. You've got Grookey and Score Bunny. And then making our way down, if you guys watched my recent video talking about, you know, whether you should be investing in ultra modern Pokemon card products, one of the things that I recommended, one of my investing strategies, was the elite trainer boxes. You know, I discussed how I felt like elite trainer boxes over the long term probably had more potential than actual booster boxes. And man, oh man, is this elite trainer box for Vivid Voltage just beautiful. You've got the Gigantamax Pikachu on the front, and I'll tell you guys, it is so reminiscent of the old Pikachu from early on in the show. You know, you got the chubby Pikachu, and it just brings back so many nostalgic vibes for me. And as you can see, everything that is featured in there. You obviously got the energy cards, you've got the sleeves, the dice. Looks like it's coming with 6 booster packs as always. The counters, just really, really cool. Love the design of the Elite Trainer box. And here, this is the build and, here's the build and battle decks. And actually another video that I made about undervalued Pokemon card products. The build and battle decks were actually one of those, and the reason being is that these build and battle decks are only released and they only come out during a limited time period for like the pre-release or a short time period into the actual release of each new set. So as you can see here, we've got Zarude on the build and battle deck, and we've got the mini portfolio here. And it looks like it's got one Pokemon TCG booster pack in there. So pretty cool there. Honestly, I'd say out of all of these, the Elite Trainer box is probably my favorite. But with that being said, we also have a Fall Collector's Chest tin, which it looks like a little lunchbox, honestly. So you've got the VMAX, Gigantamax, Charizard, as well as Pikachu on the front. And it looks like it will come with 3 promo cards of Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon, so all of the starters. And it looks like it will cost $24.99 and will be released on November 13th, the same day as Vivid Voltage itself. Looks like it won't come with the 4 pencils anymore, instead coming with 2 sticker sheets, and thus it will come with 5 booster packs, a Pokemon coin, 4 sticker sheets, a mini portfolio, Pokemon notepad, and an online code card. So really cool, guys. This was probably my favorite thing to announce to you guys today. I always love to see the new artwork for the upcoming sets, and Vivid Voltage is definitely not going to disappoint. And then the last thing here, guys, we'll run through these really quickly, but we've got 3 new products that are set to drop in November. So I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of these. The first one here is an Orbital V Box, which will drop in November. It looks like it will drop on November 20th, and it will retail for $19.99. It will come with the promo, an oversized version, 4 booster packs, and an online code card. So you can see there, you've got the big Orbital V card there. Now, I'm not sure exactly which booster packs will be included in here. Just taking a look at this one, and this is always subject to change, of course, but this is the Orbital on the Vivid Voltage pack that we just saw earlier. It looks like a Gigantamax Pikachu right there, but this right here, if you look right here, that looks like the top of Ho-Oh. So that very well could be a Burning Shadows pack there in the back. And then as far as this one here, that kind of looks like a Darkness Ablaze pack. But man, I tell you what, if those are the actual packs, 2 Vivid Voltage, a Darkness Ablaze, and a Burning Shadows, I will be extremely happy with that, because sometimes these V-Boxes, or just these boxes in general, you're bound to get a pack in there that's like 3 or 4 years old. So it's really nice to see them including some recent sets, and realistically, you can never get tired of Burning Shadows. The next one here is a Zacian V-League Battle Deck featuring ADP. I believe that was my old payroll company. No, I'm just kidding. ADP, we've got Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX. It will release on November 20th for $24.99. Unlike the first League Battle decks, however, it seems there will only be 1 this time, which makes it a little bit more exclusive. As I've talked about before, the more exclusive a product is, generally, the more value it will hold as we move on into the future. So as you can see here, this is what that League Battle deck will look like for Zacian V. So there you've got the 3 big gods themselves right in front, that GX card, and then the Zacian V on either side. Let's take a look at what is included in there. So it's 1 ready to play 60 card deck, 1 deck box, 2 acrylic condition markers, 6 damage counter, coin, quick guide, a Pokemon TCG rulebook, and a code card. So pretty cool here. I mean, for me, I'm not a huge fan of these. I don't particularly like the 60 card decks, but it is nice for somebody that is trying to get into the competitive scene, trying to learn the game itself. These League Battle decks are or can be really helpful in that regard. And then the last one here, guys, is the Sword and Shield Ultra Premium Collection, and it features Gold, Zacian, and Zamazenta. And this is the most pricey of all the products that we looked at. This one is coming in at a whopping $100, and it was announced a little while ago that it will feature the gold versions of Zacian V and Zamazenta V. And it will release on November 20th and include 16 booster packs. 16 booster packs. And as I said before, I felt like this was kind of a mashup of the Super Premium Collection, like what Shining Legends had, and an Elite Trainer Box. Kind of a mashup of different products within those. So as you can see here, you're going to get 1 special gold version of Zacian, 1 special gold version of Zamazenta, damage counters, blah, 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 blah. you'll have the 16 Pokemon TCG booster packs from the Sword and Shield series. So we don't know exactly how many or of what set will be included in there, but you can count on 16 booster packs in all, and then pretty much the same thing as what's included in either the V boxes or the Elite Trainer boxes with pretty much everything else. But 16 booster packs is nice, and as well as the gold versions of Zacian and Zamazenta V. I think this should be a great product, and this will be something that will be really nice to just round out the year. It's been honestly an awesome year for Pokemon in general, but especially for the sets that have come out. Really, the whole Sword and Shield series I've been really happy with. It seems like each one just gets better and better, and it will be nice in my opinion. I think the Vivid Voltage set will be a great set to round out the year and bring 2020 to a close. So that is going to do it, everybody, for the Pokemon news. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hopefully this news has been helpful and insightful to you. I enjoy doing it each and every week, and you can guarantee that I will be bringing it to you each and every week, so long as there is news to drop. But other than that, guys, I will see you all next time. My name is PokéNav. I'm here to help you navigate the world of Pokemon one video at a time, and I will see you all in the next video.